Ha 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 ha.
Ham here. How you guys doing? Oop, landscape. Let's do it this way. Okay. Hey everybody, how you doing? Yeah, so I just had a big bowl of cauliflower. Whoa, wind. Oh my god, is this gonna be too loud for y'all? You like how I say y'all, but I'm like not from the South. It's like something I incorporated into my life. So I wanted to make this video today on a chronic illness that I live with since I'm about 18 years old. Well, it didn't start off as this in particular, but I'll get into that. But yeah, I've been pretty much on medication since I was 18. I have a feeling I had a pill happy doctor who kind of forced something on me that could have been maybe regulated better with diet and exercise, who knows. So I started off with a thyroid condition called like Hashimoto's, which a lot of you know about. You can be up, you can be down, and it's a thyroid condition. Your thyroid is glands in your neck, and it regulates your metabolism, your body temperature, a lot of things. And when it's off, especially when it's underactive, dry skin, your hair can fall out, sluggishness, moodiness, depression. When you're hyper, the opposite. You're like manic, you know, you're losing weight. But being hyper, you know, or sounds great, is actually what's dangerous. You could actually die from, you could have a heart attack and things like that from being hyperactive. So I started off with Hashimoto's. Got into this big altercation with my doctor because he was like telling my dad things that he shouldn't have been telling him. I got a big fight with my dad, so I just stopped taking my medication. He was saying like I could just wean myself off. During that time, I was dating somebody who was a very poor eater, like ate like had like the smallest like chicken nuggets, pasta, you know, just junk food, just like didn't have a taste for anything. So I ate very poorly. I was actually kind of smoking cigarettes too, because every single one of my friends was, and I wasn't a big smoker, and I quit pretty quickly then after. So I was just like essentially like a really unhealthy lifestyle, right? Chunky cheeks, yeah. Mama gained weight. But anyway, that's another thing. What had happened was I wasn't taking medication, and all of a sudden I was getting very, very hot all the time. I was losing weight. I was like so uppity, like so manic. Not manic, just like very hyper, like as if I had too much caffeine all the time. Like snorted cocaine, which I didn't, you know what I mean? But like, so I finally was like, you know what, let me go to the doctor. I haven't been in a while. I had a new doctor, and I go into the doctor's office, and they took my blood pressure, and they're like, wait a second, let's take it again. They took it like 3 different times, and she looked at me and she said, are you on drugs right now? And I said, no. She's like, are you sure? And I was like, yes. She's like, all right, we got to do like an EKG stat or whatever she said. They had to check my heart like right away. Machine came in, it was like, stat, get it done. Turns out I had developed Graves' disease. Now, Graves' disease is a hyperactive. That's why, I mean, it bothers me, but I have, my eye kind of pops out on this side. It gets better at times, but I definitely have one big eye, and I complain about like how beautiful. And then this one's like big and stupid. Ugh, something I have to live with. So frustrating. Right? I used to love my beautiful eyes. Something I've just like never gotten over, right? So I developed Graves' disease, which is a hyperactive thyroid condition, right? And you need to get it in check. How do you get it in check? You take a medication called methimazole. I had to take blood pressure systolic, I think it was like a blood pressure medication. I was like crazy. Basically, she told me if you didn't get this in check, you could have had a heart attack, right? Scary. Unfortunately, you can't live with a hyperactive thyroid. What has to happen once you develop Graves is you have to either have your thyroid removed or have radiation to completely stop the function of your thyroid. And now you're on a medication which a lot of people take for different thyroid conditions called Synthroid, the like over the counter, what not over the counter, the bullshit version is called levothyroxine. My dog's actually on it now. So funny. But her hair grew in and mine didn't, which is why I'm thinking, like I gained all this weight. So I'm thinking like, I'm not blaming myself for being lazy and eating bad. I'm saying it has to be my thyroid. But see, mine doesn't work anymore. So, okay, so rewind. Sorry I'm talking so fast. There's like so much to it. Reading my meters, okay. So, yeah, so it was very scary when I developed Graves. It was very weird. I was on the methimazole, and it's not a medicine you can be on long term. You have to, it's just to regulate you for the moment. You have to like then make a decision. Okay, am I what am I going to do about this? So I was only 23 at the time, right? 22, 23, something like that. During all of this, my parents are great. I love them, but they're the kind of people that like, they want to help you, but they'll like give you money and like some support. Like, I don't know. They're just not like how I am with my kid. I'm very like in her face, kind of like, let's talk about this. Let's make you feel comfortable. You know, my parents were very like, I don't think they were comfortable talking about things. I don't know. Just very unfortunate that it all went down. So, yeah, so I ended up Zwanger Pessiri Radiology. Went there, took a pill, which was radiation, and it completely stopped the function of my thyroid. So now for the rest of my life, I am on a synthetic hormone, which is kind of like a steroid-y kind of thing, called Synthroid, which a lot of people know about. But like, I can't go off it. If the apocalypse came, and the pharmacies were gone, I'd be dead in like a couple months. Really sad. Live every day like it's your last, right? Enjoy, try to be happy. And this is something that I've just recently kind of adapted. I've always been like a negative Nancy, like, not negative, just pessimistic. Just, I look at it more as like being realistic. Like, I can't, when people are being overly positive to me, it's like you're lying. You know, like, that's not true. Like, you're like, I don't know, it just seems like a lie. Like, that's not real. So, yes, so now I live with this condition, right? So what are some of the symptoms? So now they had to make so now after you get your thyroid stops the function, now you're completely, there's no function. So you need something to function. So essentially you're considered underactive, I think. And with the medicine, it brings you to a normal, you know, working person. I don't know, a normal functioning human being. So what are some of the symptoms? Tired's a big one. You could gain weight. I don't really, my metabolism, I'm pretty regulated. So like, I kind of function like a normal person, how my body would normally function, honestly, which I'm very lucky. Yes, we've been dealing with my hair condition, and it depends. Like, there are times when my hair grows back, there are times when it falls out. So I'm kind of in a spot right now. Plus with jiu-jitsu, it gets ripped out all the time. I gained all this hair with my daughter, and then I started to neglect it. I would tie it up, and I ended up dreading out my hair. Like natural dreads. And my daughter's father sat there for 5 hours. I remember we were watching The Last Samurai trying to get my hair out, and the clump of hair that came out, and I saved it to remind myself, like, you did all this work to gain all this hair, like, never fucking do that again. Curse word, I know, sorry. So, you know, it was just a big disappointment in that way, but it is what it is. I'm a 32-year-old woman. I think I look good, you know. I only gained wrinkles when I was 25 because of the stress of my past relationship. My forehead used to be like this my whole life. Not even like normal wrinkles. Now, I think it's because I emote a lot. I like to like, but you know what? That's who I am, so I'd rather have that than the Kim Kardashian. Like, what am I thinking? You know, it kind of shows life, I guess. I don't know. But it's still nice skin, like, it's smooth. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. So, yeah, so it's something I live with. There's, you know, some of the symptoms. Okay, so being tired, dry skin, your hair can fall out. This is underactive. Overactive, you're like hyper. Your eyes can start bulging, you know. You could start gaining like horrible body hair, like in stupid places, which sucks. You know, women know what that's like. tired, yeah, just typical, like, just think of like sluggish kind of shitty, you know. So it's very much a struggle for me every day to become, you know, sometimes to wake up and do things like, and right now I don't have like a full-time job. I do like part-time work. And so yeah, so I've gained a lot of weight recently. It's hard to tell because the way my body's shaped, I kind of just thicken. I don't like it huge gut, or I mean my freaking arms. I've talked about my big ass arms, but I don't know, like I'm lucky. I'm very lucky in that way. But my jeans are tight right now. I don't have money to like buy new clothes, and who wants to do that anyway? So I'm on a mission to try to like lose some weight again, and like gained more weight than I was. Ooh, but see, my cheeks still, I think it's muscle too. I don't freaking know. Like, it's really strange. I used to do a lot of stand-up Muay Thai, and that helped. But yeah, so living with Graves' disease. So now it's regulated. I got the radiation, so now I'm on Synthroid. So honestly, keeping a healthy diet, and they say even like gluten-free is something to consider. Like, it's really important to eat healthy when you have a condition like this. Like, people can get it it's like a diabetes kind of thing too. Like, you know, it's preventable, but it's also like if it's in your genes, like a lot of people in my family have thyroid problems, like it just could just happen, and I was the lucky one to achieve that. So yeah, so just keeping a healthy lifestyle. Oh, this wind, it's a nice day out today. Which sucks. It doesn't suck, like it's good, but like it just worries you, you know. And when you have kids and stuff, you're always like, damn, I'm not like, you just want to be healthy. The junior high kids are home. Oh my god. Okay. Aw, they're so cute. All kids are cute. There's so many boys around here. Aw. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, keeping active, but sometimes it's hard when you're like tired all the time, so you have to like motivate yourself. I'm in a position where too right now in my life where like I don't have like a set career. I have a lot of ideas, and I want to go back to school. Like, I have a bachelor's degree. Like, I've done things. Like, I have an associate's and a bachelor's degree. I have 2 trades of bartending and esthetician as well, but I didn't completely get my license in esthetician work, which sucks. And I could be doing stuff like that, but I'm just in a middle. I'm like a creative person too. You saw my woodworking, which nobody viewed that video yet. Woodworking, and like I like sculpting. So I'm thinking about like, you know, going to school to be like a pastry chef, and like, I don't know, just anything creative. But then also, even like the work I do now, I do like I run off-premise parties. So like I'll run your wedding, I'll run your birthday party. I'm really good at this event planning type of stuff too. So, you know, I'm kind of waiting to fall into something. And it's not that I'm being lazy and I don't want to work. And I work, but just not a lot. I'm also a single mom, so, you know, paying for daycare is not an option. You know, my mother's retired right now. She just retired, but like making it a full-time job for her to like nanny my daughter when my siblings have kids too. It's like, I could, but I kind of want to wait. Like, she's still young, and I have ideas, and I want to put my energy in the right direction, because when I put my mind to something, there's no stopping me. It's 110%. It's perfection, you know, and that's just who I am. But if I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna completely stick with it. It's like hard for me to be at a dead-end job. Some people can just go to work and it's no worries, but okay, I realized I had to cut this short. I always go over time, and I know I kind of go off topic a lot, but I'll make more videos about living with Graves' disease and maybe keep on topic. I think this was my introduction. So be well, be happy, be healthy. Mwah. I love you guys. You look awesome today. You're so smart, you're so brave, you're so beautiful, and I'll see you soon. Bye.